What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. I wanted to take a second. I just got up here to work. Tonight we're going to be working on Michael's Supra. He got a Tomei 4-inch exhaust for it and didn't want to use the original 3-inch downpipe and stuff that he was using. Now the car made like 800 wheel horsepower, and I'm sure it's going to open up a lot from the 4-inch, but he made that on a 3-inch downpipe, 3-inch midpipe, and 3-inch Blitz nurse spec, I believe. So now he's got a Tomei 4-inch, and we're going to mate that with a 4-inch downpipe and midpipe, but the one that he got needs to be modified because he's running a cast manifold. I wanted you guys to see how beautiful the sky is tonight. Now it's a little after 7, and sun's starting to go down. It is, October officially, but look how beautiful the sky is. It's something that I would have a really hard time moving away from here in Kentucky if I were to ever move. It's just, the spring is a little rainy, the summer can be kind of patchy and hot, but honestly, the fall is just absolutely gorgeous here. Let's get inside. I'm gonna get Michael's car in the air, start getting stuff off of his car, and I'm gonna show you guys his car before I start taking it apart. But yeah, we're gonna get it apart. So I'm gonna have to end up asking Michael some questions. But you guys can see the typical single turbo Mark IV mods have been done to this thing. Recently, he put a Plasma Man intake manifold on it, fuel rail, throttle body, Turbo Smart blow-off valve, and wastegate. And then the new turbo is what?
Boost Lab 67R.
Okay, so it's a Boost Lab 67R, which I think is fairly similar to mine, but with a slightly larger exhaust side. Mm-hmm. So it's like a 6766 billet wheel, ball bearing, and it woke this car up a lot in conjunction with the intake manifold. He already had BC 264s, BC springs, retainers. It's on an Elite 2500 with one of our terminated harnesses. Haltech IGN1A coils. I think, it's a CD009. He just put a clutch in it. This car, before this turbo, which made like another 100 wheel horsepower, ran 990. Stick shift, daily driven. I mean, this thing is, you can tell this thing is like dirty. He drives this thing, and it's got AC, power steering, factory seats, which are probably 100 pounds a piece. What's your deal, Michael? This dude can drive.
Like to party.
He's a driver too, so like it runs around on bigs and littles. It's a setup car. The car's fast. It's gonna be faster. So basically, what we're gonna be doing tonight, you guys can see there's the downpipe, there's the wastegate dump. The other thing we're gonna try to do, as long as we have time, is recirc the wastegate because it's kind of driving him crazy. So we're going to try to get the downpipe fit first because that's the most important. The wastegate dump being recirculated is obviously something he wants to do, but it's not a necessity as much as just getting the downpipe and the midpipe fitting good. Once all that's good, and we know that we've only been here for an hour or so, maybe 2, then we'll go into chopping up his wastegate dump and recirculating it into the downpipe now that it's 4-inch. So let's get this thing in the air, and I'll show you the underside before we take it all off, and yeah, that. So you guys can see, here's the Tomei. It's very nice. This is titanium, so hopefully this thing will adjust a little bit. You guys can see it's all 4-inch all the way to right there. I don't know why this isn't adjusting, but yeah, so there's 3-inch here. That's the mid pipe. I guess we need a light. Let's get a light. So you guys can see there's the CD009, 1-piece drive shaft, all aluminum. But yeah, 3-inch adapter, 4-inch. So we are going to get rid of that. You can really see the difference between the 4-inch and the 3-inch here. Obviously it's an entire inch, but yeah, it looks like a lot more. But we're going to get that off and start working on fitting the downpipe and midpipe. So this is what we are making work. It's an excess power 4-inch downpipe and midpipe, but it's actually made for a top mount turbo, and he has a log manifold. So he got this adapter for the Tomei. That's a 4-inch just V-band. We got a couple V-band clamps. I had this V-band because fun thing about China turbo or China exhaust components, one is not like the other. The higher quality piece, which is this guy, has a more standardized 4-inch V-band, and it's about a 1/2 inch larger in diameter on the outside out here. So yeah, we're going to replace it with this guy that I had. I don't even know if we ever actually use this. It doesn't look like it's ever been discolored with exhaust heat, so this is going to get replaced with that one so that it fits this better. And yep, that's the mid-pipe should fit pretty good, if not perfect. It's the downpipe that's going to need all the work. Hopefully it doesn't need a ton of work. Maybe shortened in the middle section there is what I'm thinking. And then we have to do something about the stock style O2 sensor bung, because Michael's running the wideband, the Haltech wideband. So, yep. That should really round things out on this car and get some sound clips. I'll be honest, I'm not really exactly sure how much I'm going to film while I'm working on it, because I just want to focus and get things done. If Michael wants to pick the camera up, I might have him do that just to film a couple little clips, and that way you guys have a little something. Not that you guys really care. What you guys want to do is hear this thing. So either there's going to be clips here, or we're going to jump to as we finish different parts of this. And then after that, you guys get to hear it. And then hopefully, Aristo things. All right, so ran into a couple technical errors as far as the welder being a little wonky, but we got pretty much tacked up all the way up in the engine bay. All right, so it's really late, like 1:40. So we're gonna call it a night. Luckily, he's not leaving until Tuesday, I think, for FL2K. So we are going to, here in the next couple days, finish weld everything, get an O2 sensor in it, then recirc the wastegate. So that's kind of the direction we're going to have to go. Like I said, we're calling it a night tonight. I'll pick back up when we start working on it again.
3 days later.
All right, back at work, working on Mk4 Supra. I took a couple days, spent them with the family back here to finish this thing up. And I want to show you guys what we came up with, because it's basically completely tacked together minus recirculating the wastegate. So check this out. So this might not look that big, but this is 4-inch. There's Michael's pupper. But it's all 4-inch. So basically the mid-pipe we kind of kept exactly the way that it should be, minus this V-band. Got it maybe a third of the way around while it was on the car. And now the downpipe took a few more pieces. So it came with this flange, and it was a little bit it was a little bit larger than it needed to be. So we cut off the old flange. That's going to be welded there. And then to count the pieces, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different pieces to make this downpipe work. You know, it kind of does a little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of this. But now it lines up perfectly and tucks it as best as it possibly can. So I'm going to weld this thing all up, and basically what we're going to do here is add a slip joint for the wastegate to return into the exhaust. It'll probably look kind of like this. This was just a piece that I had that I kind of like, I don't know. But that's going to be kind of what it's going to return into. So it goes in, we'll probably put some slits in here, add a clamp, but it'll bottom all the way out in there, and it makes it a lot easier to take apart instead of having like a V-band or whatever else you might need for right here. So need to weld that up. And actually, you know what? Here, check this out. For a size comparison difference, that's 3-inch, that's what he had, and that's 4-inch. So it's funny how much difference an inch can be.
That's what she said.
Alright guys, downpipe's welded up, recirc tube is in there, O2 bung is in there, the rest is actually on the car already. We're going to slip that back down in there and make the dump tube that connects to that, and then we'll give this thing a listen, see what it sounds like. Alright, everything's in. It's recirculated into the 4-inch downpipe. Got a little clamp on it. We're gonna fire this bad boy up. Well, hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll get Michael, once he's back from FL2K, to do some like drive-bys and let you guys hear it in a different video. But that's going to be it for this video. Something a little bit different finally, some actual fab work on my channel. Yeah. Michael, you excited?
Very excited.
Alright, well, I'll see you guys soon. More Aristo stuff coming. Sorry we didn't get to actually making the Aristo sound a little bit better, but our priority was definitely Michael's car. So, I'll see you guys soon for another video. Bye.